Hey guys, welcome back to my page. On today's channel, start a YouTube channel, they said. Okay, next. Hey guys, welcome back to my page. In today's video, as the title suggests, I want to be showing you a fun do's and don'ts eyeshadow edition. Again, this is just something for fun. This is not something serious. I just thought before we get into some eyeshadow looks that you guys can see the technique that I like to use when placing on eyeshadow. One way that I really learned how to do eyeshadow really well back in Cosmopolitan days was when the makeup artist would continuously say things that people do and that they shouldn't be doing, and it helped me correct my technique and just better my technique. And I thought I should just pass that on to you guys, so maybe you can see what is it you're doing right, what is it that you're doing wrong. Honey, if it's all of it, then maybe I'm helping out a friend that you know of and you've been trying to reach out to, you know, to say, ma'am, you're looking like a hot ass mess, and you don't know how to say it. Make sure to go ahead and share this video. And for those of you who are following me, don't forget to leave a great big like and comment down below. And if you're not, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And yeah guys, without any further ado, let's get into the video. So these are the 5 brushes that I predominantly use on my eyes that I'm going to show you guys. This one is from Morphe. This is the Crease 415 color brush from Dischem. And these two are also from Morphe. And then we have this one over here from Inglot. In terms of applying transition shades or blending out colors, I absolutely love going in with this brush over here. I like following in with this 415 crease brush to clean up. As a beginner, I would highly recommend that you always maintain one clean brush just to clean up your eye, and this 415 crease brush is amazing. Then I like this more tapered brush to place more product and just for more precision. And just to enhance that precision, I like a more pointed, angled, dense brush like this. And a flat brush like this is just really nice in terms of placing any form of pigment on the lid. But sometimes I also do go in with my fingers. On this side it's going to be my don't, and on this side it's going to be my do. This side is my don't because this side is the ghetto side. We've got a pimple over here on my nose that I've never had in my whole entire life. We've got 2 missing nails over here after netball. Ratatata. To start off, I am actually going to go ahead and prime my eyes. To prime my eyes, I'm going to use the Photo Ready Candid Revlon Concealer. It's in the shade number 060. And priming your eyes, pretty much just creating a base. You want to create a nice canvas. You can even go in with an actual primer. This is the Lemonade Primer by Benefit Cosmetics. And that's what it looks like. I love using this primer when I'm actually going to be using color. I feel like it helps the color just pop. But yeah, primer just creates a nice canvas for you to start your artwork. I should probably though first fill in that brow. Okay, we're back. I just went in and filled in this brow. On the don't section, I'm actually just going to go in with my Wbeauty F440 foundation. And the reason why I'm going to go in with this is because even though this is actually not a don't per se, you don't want to be starting with foundation when you're still a beginner and you're trying to do things like eyeshadows. Because what I've seen is, like I'm doing now, the girls will place foundation on their face and then do eyeshadow afterwards. And the reason why I'm going to say this is a don't is because as a beginner you don't have control of your eyeshadow. Then it's going to get everywhere underneath your eye. You don't know how to clean it up, whatever the case might be. Then you see girls who have like a gray cast underneath their eye after doing their eyeshadow, or they've got the color pigment like that's just laying on their face. Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend that you start with foundation when you're a beginner. Obviously when you are leveled up you can definitely go ahead and start off with foundation. For some, they actually prefer foundation before what's this, eyeshadow. Then what I'm also not going to do on my don't side is I'm not going to fill in my brows. I'm going to leave it as is and do that pretty much last. Next I'm going to go in with the NC50 by MAC, and I'm going to use the same brush that I used for my foundation, and I'm actually just going to go and set And the reason why you want to set your lid is so that we have no creasing, we've absorbed the oils, and yeah, our color just maintains its longevity throughout the day. And on this side, one thing that I've realized about a lot of beginners is that they don't set their eyes, and then they get creasing, and then you see the color creasing to the lids. A lot is happening. What you definitely want to make sure you do is you set your eye. For today's palette, we are going to be going in with the NYX Grind palette. I keep forgetting about this palette, if I have to be very honest. So this is what the palette looks like. I'm going to be going in with this mustard shade over here. The reason why you want to go in with a transition shade is because you want your blend to look seamless. You want everything to look effortless. You want it to look like a gradient. You don't want it just to be color. Do you know what I'm saying? On simpler terms, it just makes your eye look so much more flattering, and it's just a beautiful piece of artwork. You are Picasso. Channel your Picasso. Call upon your Picasso and be Picasso, okay? So using that fluffy brush, just want to show you guys. You can go in like that, and then you want to tap like that, right? And the reason why you're tapping is because you don't want all that excess floating around on your eye. Think of it like when you're straightening your hair. You don't take a chunk of hair and then straighten all that chunk together, because you're not going to get the straightness that you desire. Think of nail polish. When you're doing your nails, they don't just take the color and just place it on your nails as is. Gradually, okay? Gradually. I like working in circular motion. As you keep practicing, you will figure out what your preferred technique is. Some people like to use windshield movements like this. There's nothing wrong with that. And some people like to use circular motions, which is what I'm doing. Very, very, very important. So when it comes to eyeshadow, there are two things you need to know, okay? Number one, you need to build the color. It's not about just placing, it's about building. In fact, three things. Number one, you need to build your color, right? Number two, you need to blend. You need to blend like you've never blended before. You need to be going back and forth, back and forth. You're gonna blend, okay? Number three, where you holding your brush plays the biggest role. If you're holding your brush here and you're trying to place a transition shade, this is way too harsh. And you're gonna have that very dark eyeshadow line that I hate so much. It's gonna be right there because you're not letting the brush do what the brush is meant to do. You trying to control the brush. Let the brush channel Picasso, okay? Go all the way to the back and hold the brush at the back and hold it like you're holding a pen. I mean, if you're left-handed, you know, same thing applies. I don't know the situation, like how it transpires, but just hold it like you're holding a pen. And the less control you have, the better blend you're going to get. The more control you have, the more harsh your eye is going to look. That's on, period. Next, let's just do a green eye. I feel like I'm always like doing the browns. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with our main shade, which is this dark green shade, and I'm gonna use the more tapered rounded brush, not the pointy one. Here's the pointy one. I'm not using that one yet. I'm using this tapered rounded one, and again I'm just going to be rounding it up like that. See all that excess? Boom. And now, because we are working with the predominant shade, you actually do want the pigment. So you still tap, but what you're gonna do is place more than blend. Like that. And I don't know if you guys can see that fallout. That becomes so much easier to clean than when we get onto our don't section, where you're gonna see it's not cute. But yeah, notice where I'm holding the brush. I'm not here at the end, I'm now closer, because now I want control in terms of the pigment, but I do want it also to be harsh, and that's the reason why I can hold it closer like I am right now. So you want to go ahead and place. Another good trick that you can do is your pinky, let it rest on your cheekbone. And if you have hooded eyes like myself, just open up your eyes so that you can get underneath that lid space. I mean, if you don't, you see your real estate. You don't need to be doing any of that. Then you go back with your main brush that we started our transition shade with. Tap off the excess, and then you want to blend. Then you want to go back in with your color. We're tapping and replacing. Another way to clean up your work is to take a clean brush and then go over those two colors. That time, guys, I swear it's like everything is conspiring against this video. I wanted to say hopefully the mic doesn't pick up the sound outside. Can't do, the mic is not even plugged in, child. On the don't side, in the don't section, what I see a lot of times happening is I'm going to use this clean Cala 415 crease brush. Then they'll take the color that they want as their predominant shade. I don't know how it's even achieved, but what will happen is they'll just place it on their lid like this. And what I notice a lot is it's one or two things. It's either really high up or it's really low. And when it comes to your eye, like, don't focus just on this crease. You need to focus on all that lid space too. It's not just about the crease. So even if you have small hooded eyes, blend upwards. I have hooded eyes, definitely blend upwards. And if you have big eyes, use your eyes. Use your real estate. I'm gonna clean up here in the beninging because that's a lie. Nobody walks out looking like this. And as you can see, we have gradient, we have precision. Everything is happening nice over here, and over here it's just, am I doing a halo? Am I doing a cut crease? I think let's just do a halo. I really enjoy using the Revlon Candid as a primer for my eyes, and even just creating like halos and so forth. I don't enjoy it so much as a under eye concealer. I feel like it's a bit too thin for what I want to achieve, but for my eyes though, it's definitely a yes from me. On my do side, I'm going to take the flat brush that I mentioned earlier. I've placed the concealer at the back of my arm. I've placed the concealer at the back of my hand, and I'm just channeling Picasso. I'm gonna go with this flat rounded brush. It is from Takealot. I'm gonna I'm resting my pinky on my cheekbone. Why would I choose to do a halo eye as a beginner eye also? This is a beginner's tutorial. Let's calm down. I'm gonna do a normal cut crease. So I'm gonna go back in with this brush. And I am following my lid, literally where your lid goes dooms. That's where you follow. Okay, now on my don't section, remember you're following your eye crease. So if you have big eyes, you don't want to go above that crease. If you have small eyes, what they tend to do is focus mainly down here. That's what it would look like. So yes, this makes sense when you look at me directly, but once I lift my eye, and whatever the case might be, or when I'm talking, whatever the case might be, this small ngana section ends up creasing as it is already right now, and it's just not a nice blend. Now I'm just gonna go in with this metallic green for my don't section. we'll place it like that. What you do want to do, however, is you want to take your brush, spray it with some setting spray, all right? And pat that in. Really hope you guys can see the difference. Lines are definitely creasing because we haven't set the eye on. And look at this girl. This girl has got, guys, damn it, this is gonna be my look for tomorrow. On the do section, I'm actually gonna go ahead and use this Diverse Lens liquid liner. And I'm sticking to my eye shape. What I've noticed a lot about girls on this side is they definitely line their eye, but they line it to what they've seen and not to match their eye. So Okremoto wants to, like, I don't know, create this thickness in terms of a liner. On this side, I'm going to place my mascara before I place lashes, and on the don't side, I'm going to place mascara after I've placed lashes. I'm only going to say that's a don't because I don't like that style, but I know some people actually prefer it like that. So this don't is personal. It's actually not technical. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with Thandi Gama's Lash Me Baby lashes. I just placed the glue on, so I'm just waiting for that to dry up. While that happens, I'm gonna put this is a cream white. I don't have a true white eyeliner, but I've seen the girls on this end loving this white eyeliner situation, which isn't a bad thing, and it's not even a don't, because white can really brighten the eyes and makes the eye look really nice. However, white requires you to know your blending story. If you are someone who's not all about blending, if you don't know what you're doing in that department, you're going to look crazy when you place on a white under eye, and simply because it needs you to know your story. What happens with lashes is, on the don't section, number one, the lash is never cut to fit the eye. Number two, the lash is too heavy for the eye. How you know your lash is too heavy for your eyes is when you start looking squint. And secondly, when you don't cut your lashes. So when you just choose to place your lashes on as is, this closing situation takes place and it doesn't complement your eye, because you want your lashes to open up your eyes. You want to have a very flattering look. I'm gonna go in with the brows on this side because I want to go in with the brow highlight, and I am using Avon soft black to do this because y'all use black for your whole damn brow. If you guys want to see me create a whole brow tutorial on why we don't use black, even if you have really dark brows, you don't use black. Black is never a filler like I'm using it now. Okay, so I went in with the brows that I usually see on the side. We can have a very nice sit down discussion on the do's and don'ts of brows. Gladly, I will, even right now, if you said let's do it now, I'm on it very quickly. I'm going to take the other lash, I'm going to cut from the inner corner, and I place it on. This eye looks more open, it looks more flattering, it's more flirty. It still has drama, but the lash has enough drama for my eye. What I've seen a lot of times on the don't side is a very metallic shade will be used from the beginning all the way to the end. right? Like that. There's a lot more emphasis on the brow bone, and again, you're closing your eye in, you're shrinking your lid space. It's not flattering at all. What you really want to do, again, a little goes a long way. Pinky, and you want to focus on that brow bone for sure, but it's not about creating an evident highlight. You literally actually just need a dot like that. It's about complementing the look. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go in with this magic cloth wipe. You can use your wet wipe, and boom, done. That looks gorgeous. I'm just gonna quickly go in with some foundation. I'm not gonna go in with the whole full foundation routine. Remember that gray under eye thing I was talking about earlier? It's already starting to build up, and that's just color fallout that's taking place. I'm going to go in with this angled rounded brush over here. I'm going to take the dark green we've been using. Again, we're going to flick that off, and I'm going to place that in the last quarter of my eye, taking whatever's left a little bit to the front, but the predominant part of the product is in the last quarter. And on the other eye, I am going to take the whole color. Again, this works only for certain eyes and specifically for certain eyeshadow looks. If you're doing a smoky eye, absolutely, this looks gorgeous. There's a way that you place it, and it's to complement your eye. And that's the thing about eyeshadows. Everything works together. Nothing is a one-man island. Nothing on this side has complemented your features. If anything, you've taken away from your features. An overstated eyelash works, but you need to understand how to make that work. A non-blended eye is not going to complement my eye. The eyeshadow at the bottom is not complementing the shape of my eye. Because I have small eyes, just a little bit going towards the end does more than enough for my eye. Yes, there are some looks where you'll start it from the beginning going and you want to blend that all out like a very dramatic smoky eye. But even then, the precision in how it's done is complemented for my eyes. Right now, that transition shade that we use is showing off the main color that we use. That main color is showing off that metallic color that we use, and with that metallic color, it's showing off the lashes that we use. Do you get what I'm saying? There's layers to this, and they all work. They're all coming and working together. One thing that is very important when it comes to makeup, it needs to enhance your features. I love the shape of my eyes, so I love enhancing the shape of my eye, and I know how to play with colors to enhance the shape of my eye. How I got to that point is by continuously practicing, which is what you do need to do at the end of the day. Then you need to take pictures with your phone. You'll literally hear me say this every single time. When you take pictures with your phone tells you the truth and all the truth. Your phone will tell you where you're not blended. Your phone will tell you where your lashes are hanging. Your phone will tell you where it's white, where it's whatever. Your phone will tell you everything that you need to know. If there's anything you take away from this video, number one, blending is key. Number two, where you're holding your brush is extremely key. And number three, focus on your features. So yeah, guys, this was just something that I thought I should record for fun. I would love to know what it is. If there's anything that you do on the don't side, please let me know. I'd really love to know. What do I do on the don't side actually? Nothing, because I'm a professional. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a great big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know whenever it is I'm dropping a video, and leave a comment down below. And let me know what other videos you guys would like to see me record. If there's any other do's and don'ts that you want me to record, also let me know. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.